My name is Dustin Jacobs. I am the lead singer and rhythm guitar player and one of the founding members of EVC, or the Everyday Vegetable Commanders. Oh, wow. About 2 years ago, I was driving down the road here in Alexandria, and I passed Halos, and that was a bar in town. And it was a bar I had a real good relationship with. I'd been doing open mic night, and it was open mic acoustic night. And I've been running that for quite a while, and I was like, man, I really want to get back into the band scene again. And I'd always wanted to do classic rock projects, so I'd known Mike Rutherford, who drums for us, and we had done acoustic stuff together. He would come to Halos, and we'd do stuff, and then I would go out with him. And I called him up and said, hey, Mike, I said, hey, I'm really wanting to do a project for a bar here and just make it a house band. And pretty much just play like every 6 weeks, classic rock tunes, and kind of have it to where it was just like a side project for everybody, and nothing serious, just something we could all throw together, some good old classic tunes, and just kind of go down there and have some fun, and just something else, make a little extra money, and on top of that, play some good old classic rock. And I've known John and Matt, who were already with me in another project. They were bass and guitar players. And I decided to call them up, and everybody was in, and there was four of us, so we decided, hey, let's go with it. And we met over at Mike's house and started jamming and coming up with a set list, and here we are today. How did I come up with the name the Everyday Vegetable Commanders? Well, I didn't come up with it. What I'd done is a few years back, probably about, oh, no, maybe 2010, 11 ish. John and I were in another group together, and he was my lead guitar player, and we were acoustic, and we were called Cornerstone, and we just basically were a three-piece acoustic, and we went out and we played classic tunes and stuff, and we decided that we were going to add a drummer in, and we added the drummer in, and we were coming up with a brand new name. We didn't want to go Cornerstone because we were already known as an acoustic band, so we were going to reformulate it. And John had said, man, I like the name Everyday Vegetable Commanders. And I thought it was hilarious. And I was like, that is so funny. And it was off the wall. And, the other guys, they were trying to take it serious. And, they had delusions of making it, which I never wanted to do. I always wanted to be in a cover band. And, so we put on a back burner. And I came up with some artwork for the Everyday Vegetable Commanders. And, it just kind of, we thought it was cool. And kind of put it on a back burner, put it away. And then when we all got together, Mike, Matt, and John and I, and we had that first practice, we were talking about names. And Mike is the king of band names. Like, Mike has a list in his phone. And he's just, every time he hears one, he just keeps a list of it. And we knew this band was a side project. It was something that, was just secondary to everybody. So we pretty much wanted something that was just fun. And we went to Pizza King in Elwood afterwards to have a beer and some food. And all four of us were sitting there. And John goes, man, I still like the name Everyday Vegetable Commanders. And Mike goes, he starts laughing. He's like, what is that? And I was like, oh, yeah. And I pulled up my phone. I said, here's this artwork. And Mike starts laughing. He's like, that's it. That's the name right there. And, we were a secondary project that was just doing have some fun. We wanted something people would go, what? And, we pretty much just went from there. And it was just something that was funny. And then we shortened it to EVC to try to not make people scratch their heads. And now we're just embracing it. It's like, hey, this is who we are. We call our fans veg heads. And, we have shirts, we have merchandise, we have koozies. We have the artwork, we have all kinds of cool things. And it's just basically to say, hey, look, we're a group of guys that doesn't take ourselves seriously. Like, we are here to play music and entertain you on a Friday or Saturday night. And we're not, trying to shove, original music down your throat. Yeah, we are going to write eventually, but it's not to make it big. It's just because some of our fans want us to now. But, it's just a name that we came up with, and we thought it was fun, and it stuck with us. And, like I said, here we are today, and it's, I'm pretty doggone proud of it. So, I'm glad that all our fellow veg heads have joined on. Oh man, easy. That would be just the teamwork. I used to be really athletic, and I could go play basketball, or I could play football, or whatever it was, and I have back problems, so I can't run and jump anymore. And being on in a band with five guys, it's like being on a team again. There's times where you have the camaraderie like you're in a huddle, and when you're on stage, it's fun to look over at the guys. Mike and I look at each other a lot when we're playing. We'll give each other that wink or that look or that nod when we know we hit a harmony. Or, man, we know the band's in the zone. Me and Jeremy will just, look over each other, and I'll walk over my guitar, and we'll just start, like, jamming out, just rocking out. Hell, sometimes we have conversations, and we sit there just talking during stuff. And it's things that, basically, it's like if you were in a huddle in football, and you could be in there and hear what the conversation is, but you can't because you can only see it. That's what it's like. You can't hear what we're talking about or what we're thinking on stage, and that intimacy between us five people that makes it a team is by far my favorite part of being in a band. What's the worst part? Let's see, man. It'd have to be those nights where you're playing and nobody cares. I mean, we've all been there. Like I played to rooms of five people, and I played to rooms of 180, 200 people. And it's funny because sometimes I always say it's quantity, not or quality, not quantity. And one of our favorite places to play is a small little pub in Atlanta, and it's like, man, it probably holds 50 people tops. And man, it doesn't matter; those people just rock out. But man, those ones that nobody cares, and when you're done with the end of the song, and it's like they don't even know you're there. That's pretty rough to get through sometimes because you have 4 hours of being up there, and sometimes it gets a little boring. But you try to make it through and try to treat it as live practice and get through. But yeah, I mean that's the worst part. I mean, and that's not really that bad because you still get to play music. But and I would say maybe sometimes the weather when you're loading in and loading out, and some of the venues are. It's not easy to get into. Maybe muddy or maybe wet and rainy. You're tracking everywhere, but I mean, yeah, that'd be it. It's not too much bad about being in a band. It's pretty cool. I mean, I don't do it for popularity. I don't do it for fame. I don't do it to be cool. I do it because I love music, and bad day of playing music's better than a good day at work by any stretch of imagination. So that's my answer. What's my favorite song? Oh wow, I can't say I got a favorite. I got certain ones that I like, and it depends on the night. Man, I love doing AC/DC. I love doing my Thunderstruck and TNT, and we're gonna add another one. And I like to do anything that makes the crowd happy. What's funny is sometimes the songs you do that are the most boring are the most fun for everybody else. A lot of songs you might hear on the radio and you turn off, but when we play them, it's fun. There's one called "What's Up" by Four Non Blondes, and when we play it, I usually wait for it to be a good night and the crowd's singing, and I get my guitar out there in the middle of the dance floor and I get everybody around us, and I have them sing the chorus. Same way with Def Leppard, "Pour Some Sugar on Me." Anything that the crowd will sing and join in and be part of the show. Those are my favorite. Wow. Man, there's a few of them. Probably the most memorable is actually a funny one. We were playing in a place, and it's a pretty good sized stage, and it's a really big room, and this girl was coming up, and she's had her birthday, and she shows us this cake that's about yay tall, and I know where she got it made of because I had my wedding cake made there. And so it was expensive cake. I mean, this cake probably cost her about $60 just for a cake like that. I mean, it was expensive. And she had her 25th or 30th, it's some milestone birthday. And later on night, we were in our first set, and she knew some of the guys in the band. She was friends on the school. I don't know what happened. I heard she was kind of messed up on stuff besides alcohol. And all of a sudden, we're playing, and I don't know what happened. She got mad at her boyfriend or something, and she just takes this cake and starts just chucking it on stage. And we're playing guitar, and we're just like what in the world? And all I could think about, it wasn't the fact she threw cake, because it wasn't us that she was mad at. She got pissed off at her boyfriend or something, and she was just chucking it at everybody, and she started throwing it on stage. All I could think about was, damn, that's expensive cake. Oh man, it would have been. See, I've been singing since 1999, and I started out. It was a karaoke one night, and I was like, "Man, I can do that." Not like thinking I could sing. Man, I can get up and do that. And I got up there and I played. I did play funky music, and it was a night where everybody was just partying, dancing, and I was like, "Man, I'm hooked. This is fun." And I started singing. Probably a better part of 8, 9 years. And around 2007, yeah, it'd be so 99, 2007, so about 8 years. My best friend at the time, he came up to me, and he used to go out and party with me. And he said, "Hey man, because he played bass and he played in bands and out of high school, and he says, hey, you're a good singer. I wouldn't mind you starting a band if you wouldn't mind doing originals," because he was really big into writing too. I was like, "Band?" I said, "I never thought about that." He goes, "Yeah, man." So I was like, "Sure." So why not? And we got a group of guys together, which is how I met John, our first guitar player in EVC. And funny thing is we come in, we start playing, and I'd never really played a live band before. It's a whole different ball game, and pretty much got hooked at it, on it. And the band broke apart because we never really got out, to be honest with you. But we played, and the girls got in a fight like wives and girlfriends. So it's a typical band, behind the music crap. And I ended up just deciding to find guys myself and started, working the internet and through friends and stuff, trying to find people. And man, I just got lucky, and I kept being persistent. And I'm in sales and marketing for a living, so I just used that knowledge and that to put in a band, and pretty much that's how it started. And kept pressing away, and then the key is, just kept going at it. That's the thing. Just don't stop if you want to do it. You can't get aggravated because it's hard. So that's how I got started. Just kept on pushing and doing my thing, and got lucky, and here I am. Well, definitely, I would say you have to understand it's not going to come overnight. I mean, I'm just now to where I'd say we're successful. And to me, successful is playing and being paid. It's not making albums. It's not winning Grammys. It's not touring, because there's different kinds of success to different people. And my success was always, am I playing when I want to, where I want to? Am I being called? And am I getting paid to do it? And yeah, I am. I mean, I turn down more gigs than I take because we're booked. I'm not saying to be arrogant. I'm just saying I've been doing this since 2007 with a lot of these guys that I'm in already. And I'm just now to that level because you've been persistent. You've kept the right people. And I would say the key is, if I tell anybody this, you have to find the right people. You have to find the guys that have the drive. You have to find the guys that do their homework. You have to find guys with good personalities. And you have to find guys that don't have any outside influences. You can't have drugs. You can't have alcohol. You can't have all that other crap. Am I saying you can't drink on stage or have a drink or two? No, that's totally fine. Man, if you have demons away from it, it's going to ruin the band. And that would definitely be, to me, the biggest thing to say to anybody starting a band: find good people. And once you find good people and you find that nucleus, then you can grow. And once you grow, you will find out. I mean, I'm in EVC with 5 guys, and to be honest with you, 3 of us are founding members. And one of those founding members actually came in after the first week. So Jeremy and Troy are newer members. Now, they are the right members by far. Nothing against the other guys, because there was nothing wrong. They left on circumstances that were not drugs or related. I mean, it was work circumstances. And, that led us to Jeremy and Troy. And right now, the 5 we have with Critter and Mike, myself, Jeremy, and Troy is just that. I mean, it's like a well-oiled machine. And we hit on all cylinders, and that is the key. Everybody in this group is easy to work with. And that is what makes a successful project to me. Well, we do it democratically. Everybody brings a song, and basically, like, maybe sometimes like it's the same song by the same like two different people. But like, if five people bring a song, and it's five songs each, and what we do is we try to make sure that first when we say, hey, when you pick a song, make sure it fits who we are, and then when you do that, we go to the board and we say, okay, here's these five, and basically we vote. Okay, we're going to pick three this week. So then we go down it, and a lot of times, honestly, like we practice. Okay, what's the song going to be, next week? And somebody say, hey, I would like to do this, and then maybe I go, oh, that sounds like a great idea, and then the other guy goes, yeah, that'd be fun, and then bam, there's a song, that way. Honestly, very rarely do we argue. I mean, are there ideas that get thrown out? Yeah, there's ideas all the time that get thrown out, but for the most part, I think most of our songs we pick, it's kind of if I want to say unanimous, I would say that nobody really groans or moans about it. I mean, are there songs that said, listen, I don't like? Yeah, everybody, all my guys in my band, they're gonna say, oh, here comes this song. But as long as they work and they work in the crowd, that's what matters. So anytime we pick a song, we have the crowd in mind, and if the crowd likes it, we're going to keep it. No matter how boring it is or how tired we are of playing it. So why keeps coming up? It says, hey, you played Blue on Black tonight. I played Blue on Black for 8 years, but you know what? The fact that you like it, in my mind, is why I keep that song around. So that's kind of how we do it. We just democratically do it, and we keep the crowd in mind. Wow, I'd say musicianship and entertainment. One thing I'm very, very proud of is that I get to sing with four amazing musicians. Man, Jeremy is just an amazing bass player. Some of the stuff he does is just like we had a fill in and Jeremy wasn't there, and you really notice how good Jeremy is. And Mike plays a suitcase drum kit and makes it sound like a big one. I mean, his timing is great, and he's so good. And Troy and Critter together on lead guitars are just phenomenal. They do things all the time that just blow my mind. And being a singer in this group is so fun because I get to sing for guys that just can play anything and do it right and do it good. And I feel that I bring a stage presence to the group or for a frontman. Then I don't just stand there by the microphone. I get engaged with the crowd. I go back and forth. I move, and my guys do too. But I feel like when you come watch EBC, you come watch a show and not just some live jukebox and we're just standing there, doing this. We're actually, performing and making you want to watch the show, not just listen. So I'd say that's what sticks out for me with this group. Thanks for tuning in. This is Dustin, and this has been Getting to Know Your Veggies. Don't forget to check us out on ebcband.com or facebook.com/ebcband. We'll see you next time. Be looking for part 2, 3, 4, and 5 with the other guys coming very soon. Thanks.